Welcome to the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hurricanes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He's right on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Now the play fake. It's complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Buckeyes are on the move. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Ball is free. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Miami's offense will have its first possession of the game. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking the safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Canes want to move quickly. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into. And when he
going downfield for the big play. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Oh, nice play by the offense. But listen, defensively, I gave up the big play. It's over. Short memory. Now I got to bow my...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Avoids pressure, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. The offense lining up for a first down play. On the run, it's Bryant. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And now on first down after converting with the run. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They're bringing heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. From the red zone, looking for a man. Soft spot in the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw. Keeps it going. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Scanning the field, it's Perkins. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had no...
Looking for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking for room, it's Clowney. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Looking to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
And he did everything right except hold on to the football. That was incredible running, making people miss. It looked like it was going to be a nice play, but he coughed it up, and the defense jumps on it. That is so dejecting for that running back.
They're going to run it. Diving for the score, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
Power football with the run. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great..."
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. SEC versus the Big Ten. They competed everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games...
Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. They'll try the run. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Hurricanes line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man, it's Perkins. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And to get rid of it quickly. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Getting some heat. Fires to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
He'll start this drive firing. Stands in and takes the hit. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. Receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
Looking to pass, it's Perkins. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Great players like this just do a good job of making you pay. And if you want to drop back and play coverage, that's fine. He can scramble around, buy time, beat you down the field, but if nothing's open, boom. I take it and easily get a first down, make a big play, just make it a headache for the defense.
To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Canes! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
MiAMi.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Handoff from the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away.
Number 18, on to kick it away.
Makes a move. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
Miami offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Perkins. He lofts one down the sideline. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll try it on the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. All wideouts, no backs. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll leave it with him. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Number 18, in punt formation to kick it away.
Running it back, it's Nicholson. Slips through the line. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. Talk about a 1st half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out they're inside the horseshoe.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they build the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. The give out of the gun. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return, it's Nicholson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner goes down.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell on.
He's going to throw deep right side. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the pummeling has started. How about this? These guys are going for 2. To the air, it's Perkins. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable with that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After that last completion, it's second down. The give to the back. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. A huge huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He's going to pass. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now after the short completion, it's second down. Makes his connection. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He'll do it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
Looking to throw, it's Perkins. Buying some time as he moves left. And he's got it inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Ooh, the deep.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Caves! And the beatdown has ensued.
Number 3.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ohio State 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they've really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Coming after him. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a great stick by the defender. But how about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit him while he's throwing the football, made it easy for the defender to run underneath it, create an interception.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Looking for a block. It's Nicholson. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here comes that MiAMi offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. We've reached the end of the quarter and MiAMi is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Touchdown, MiAMi! And the stomping has commenced. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Looking downfield, it's Perkins. Throws to the tight end. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's unfortunate for the offense. A golden opportunity to walk away with 2 extra points, but you fumble it at a critical juncture in the game. How's this one going to impact this game?
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful.
And it's picked off. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricanes! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice.
Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, Canes! And the route is on.
Number 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ohio State 7.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bryant. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
He gets a block. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled.
First and 10.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Dropping back, it's Perkins. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended.
Number 5.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He goes airborne, and he's in there, and the two-point try is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Ohio State 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He wants to throw. Escapes trouble. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Back to throw, it's Perkins. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Looking to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the pummeling has started.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Ohio State, 7.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Taking it the other way. Inside the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He's going up top here late in the game. Makes the catch on the left. He's loose. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
To the air, it's Perkins. Fires one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. And the beatdown has ensued.
Number 5.
With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
It is out of reach. A lot of coaches pull their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job is stop you.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the stomping has commenced.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw, it's Perkins. Trying to get to it. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. The Canes headed quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Well, these guys have gotten off to a great start, getting out of the gate 3-0. Jesse, do we have a contender on our hands?
I know it's early, Reese, but this looks like a team right now that could be in that college football playoff discussion come year's end. They've got the playmakers. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. They've overcome some tests early, David. I know it's a long season, but they at least look like they're for real.
They definitely look the part. They look like they're for real, but you know what happens throughout a season. You lose momentum and injury happens, so they're definitely one of those teams we're going to continue to talk about, but it's still early. It's week 3.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.